Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my space. Today I decided to get into the Cameroonian regalia. This is called a kaba. I'm putting on my kaba from the southwest region of Cameroon. I have kaba, but the fabric is from the western region and the northwest region as well as the southwest. Yes, the Bangla people of the southwest. They call this the Ndok fabric. If you want to get this Ndok fabric, this is called the fake Togo design, and this is, the whole of it is kaba. So you can get it from people who are from Cameroon. It's unique to Cameroon, but then I learned the Nigerians have this, some sort of like this. Of course, this is just the lower version of the fabric, just to show the design. Usually it is marked and it is really, really beautiful. So thank you so much once again for coming to my space. My name is Marcy Forbes and I vlog about Inside Life. So today I'll be talking about security in the streets of Cameroon. How secure are we in our big towns when we go out there? What should we do? What should we not do to avoid being attacked by thieves? So that is what we'll be discussing on this video. I'm going to talk about when you are with your private car and when you are without your private car. So that's how I'm going to take the video. Of course, I'm going to start with when you are without a car. If you are without a car, you want to step out, just dress normal. Don't go putting on expensive jewelries. You know why? These jewelries are going to attract the thieves on you. And until they get it from you, they will never surrender. So don't go putting on gold and think you can just, walk with that in the streets of Douala only. That's a big lie. Please be very conscious. Men, women, don't put on expensive jewelries. When you dress in a kind of very gorgeous way, it attracts people to you. Expensive shoes, expensive, shirts. They'll just look at you and know, okay, this person can put on this kind of dress and this person really has money. And that's how they're going to get attracted to you. And trust me, they will not let you go until they get something from you. And they are so smart. Okay, the second thing I'd like to talk about, when you get into a taxi, for example, you make sure you don't talk too much. You know why talking too much can make you to reveal some kind of information unconsciously about yourself, or, and these people might use it against you. They'll try to push conversations because usually most of them in that taxi, they're a gang, but they'll pretend as if they're people who don't know each other. But when you get to see, you're going to see that all of them are a team. And when they are a team, they'll bring this kind of conversations that will make you to be able to speak up. And they're going to use it against you. Thank you. So that is one of the things that I'll advise you. When you're in a car, just close your mouth. Just shut your mouth. Do not talk. The next thing I'll tell you is that when you're sitting in front, because in Cameroon, they have this tendency of doubling two people on the front seat. Like you have the driver, you have the middle person, and you have one more person. Please do not allow it to be doubled, because sometimes, for the most part, when they double you, the next thing they're going to do is they're going to take up the windscreen and they'll take you to an unsafe place and they'll harm you there. But when you are sitting by the window, it's quite easier to step out when you want to do something foolish. But when you're sitting in the middle, it becomes really, really difficult because it can take up the windscreen. So be very, very careful when you're in a car, in a taxi. The third thing I'd like to talk about, I don't know in what order, but next thing I want to talk about is that make sure you do not take instructions from the driver, especially when it has to do with adjusting your seats, adjusting the side mirrors. Hey, if you find yourself in a taxi in Douala or Yaoundé where they tell you to adjust the side mirror or the seats, usually that's a taxi full of bandits. You know what you do? They're gonna deliberately loosen up the chair so much that when you sit there, it's gonna roll back. And they'll tell you it's not going, please try to arrange the chair. And by the time you're arranging the chair, they're searching your bags. You are concentrating on arranging that chair, but they are concentrating on searching your bags. I'll tell you, these guys are so sweet. I don't know whether it is normal or they use some magical powers, but I've been a victim of that. And by the time I knew it, my phone was stolen. So what they're going to do is they'll try to bore you like this chair cannot, it cannot fit at the end of the day. It cannot fit. That's when you are sitting in the middle and then there's someone here and then the driver is here. All of them are a team, you don't know. And they'll do that until you be at one portion like, let me just get out. And when you step out, by the time you step out, the driver will say like, one person should step out. Then this one I will say, I cannot step out, I cannot step out. You want to be a good person, you step out. Know that your phone is gone. And every other important thing you have in that bag is gone. I don't know how these guys do it. But that's what happens. So by the time you hear, another thing they tell you is to arrange sometimes they say arrange your side mirror. By the time you arrange that side mirror that's searching your back. But mine was so difficult. I don't know how smart those guys are. Because I have my back on my leg like this. And I'm trying to fix the chairs. I don't know how they send their hand. I don't know. So by the time you get into a taxi and you hear anything like, can you arrange the mirror? Or can you just arrange your seat? Just say, okay, drop me. Just get down. Because sometimes when they know that you don't want to get down after they've taken the item, they'll just stop and say they're no longer going to that destination. You just understand you've been robbed. So please be very careful with this particular point. Okay, another thing I'd like to talk to you when you're outside in the streets of Douala, you're on a bike, for example, stop taking videos. They're going to snatch your phone, even calls. You're taking your call, they'll snatch your phone. Nobody, and when you snatch your phone, even if you cry, thieves, nobody will go there because those guys are armed. That's their profession, they know them. So if you must take a call or play with your phone, make sure you take up the windscreen right up there and you block the door. Because if you don't block it, they open it and they snatch your phone from you. You've seen that. Be very, very careful. Don't say I didn't tell you. I've been a victim of that as well. In the morning, I was doing WhatsApp. The windscreen was like halfway. Before I realized, I just saw a hand, pulled up my phone, and it was gone. Please, if you can leave your phone in your bag before you reach your destination, I think you'll be fine. And if you can follow some of these rules, it's going to help you. People come like they are doing sports beside the car. Maybe, okay, these people are doing sports. Before you open your eye and close, they've taken your item. They send their hand from the window or they open the door so fast and take it away. So that is it. Now, after talking about how you go, about you take your, like I said, don't remove it outside, like when you're on a bike as well, you do video, I'm on a bike, before you realize, you snatch your phone. You just go and there's no phone on your hand. That one, we've seen it so many times. And nobody does anything because they just go away with it. And you're going to be the loser. Another thing I'd like to talk about is putting your phones or your important items behind your pocket. Men are fond of this. The back pocket, you put your phone there, you put your purse with containing all your documents. They're just going to send your hands and they'll have a way of removing it. You're not even going to notice that. If you have the habit of putting items like gadgets behind your back, please, when you come to Douala or Yaoundé, don't do that. They'll just take it out and you'll never feel it. Like I said, those guys are experts. Please don't put your items behind your back, on the back pocket. So next thing I want to talk about is road safety or the securities on our streets is when you're going with your car. So much not so different. The first thing you're going to do is make sure you block all the doors. If you're driving here, block all the doors, please. Because you know what? When you're going, the doors are unblocked. Someone can open the door there. And, surrender if you don't give after all, I'm already dead. After all, I'm already a half-dead person because I'm a thief. If you shout, it's a problem. If you don't give me what I'm asking for, I'm going to stop you. Like, even if I have to go, both of us will go down. So the first thing you have to do, block all your doors, please, so that nobody can get access to your car. Okay, the second thing I'd like to talk about when you're using your car is that you have to be very, very careful. When you're driving, you're driving, let's say your windscreen here is kind of open. You block the other side, right? Do you know what to do? You have your phone here, or let's say here. This is you, this is the steering, you got your phone here. This side is halfway open, the windscreen is halfway open. Now, someone will hit your car from the back, this way. Now, when you turn to look at the person who's hitting your car, someone there is going to snatch your phone. Or any item, purse, anything like this. Like, these guys are so picky. So when people usually hit your car, don't look. They'll hit it like you want to step on something or you want to, don't look. You know why? Because when you look, they're going to start those items. You have to be very, very streetwise when you come to here. So another thing I'll tell you is that when you're in a situation where your car gets bad on the way, Douala, Yaoundé. I don't know much about the other towns, but these two, they are the headquarters in Cameroon. Now, when your car gets bad, what you do is that the first thing before people come here, make sure you assemble all your useful items in that car. Hold them to yourself. Don't go there and leave a laptop in the car and thinking that those people are coming to help you. Oh, I'm so sorry, they are not coming to help you. They are coming to steal every item they find there. If 10 come, 2 are coming to help you. 8 are thieves who are coming to steal from that bag. So be very, very careful. That is it. Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about when you have an accident and your car is that please, when you make this accident, if you, let's say people come, the few who come to help you and they actually help you out, to maybe put your car by the side, if there were flames, for example, they helped to turn it up and out, the next thing, they're going to ask you for money. Yes. They'll tell you that they didn't do it for free. One day they tell you that they're helping you. You know you have met your own brothers. But after that they tell you, so did you want me to let the car catch flame? You ask them, did I call you to come and help me turn up my flame? It is my car. They say, no, you must give the money. And these guys are usually always armed and, drugged. So they are ready to do anything, anytime. When you're in such a situation, don't be rude to them. Call them your brothers. Thank them. Do like you're with them. Pet them with what you have. Sometimes someone will say, give me 40,000 francs for helping you out on the streets. Help here in these towns. They are hardly for free. If you want free help, go to Boya, go to Kumba, Limbe, But when you come here, help is not for free. They'll tell you it's for free. We are helping you. They're my brother, my sister. They're going to ask you a fee. Yes. So, even if they are helping, put it at the back of your mind. It's not like us that somebody can help you and you give the person a tip. Here, they price you. They give you they tell you the amount they want. So, it's not like giving a tip. Please, don't be confused. They give you their fee. Huh. So, that's very, very important to note as well. Now, there's something I'd like to tell you. Here also, when you come to Douala or Yaoundé, let's say you have going somewhere, let's just say in the market or in the party, like somewhere where you park your car. If you have your important gadgets, your laptop, your iPad, iPhone, phone, whatever, purse, bag, handbag, please, I beg you. You just take everything from that car, put it at the back boot, and close it there. You know why? Because if you put it in front or on the back seat, it's going to attract guys. Don't even waste time now. They're going to just break your windows, or what we call it. Yes, the windows. And now they'll get inside and they'll take everything they've seen. I mean, in less than no time. Putting bags or items in your car that is exposed attracts thieves in Douala, Yaoundé. Please, if you're in those towns, never you do that. Never. It's true they can actually break into cars, but when that's contribution negligence, because they already seen what they are going for. But now when you put it at the back road, they don't even know what is there, or to even think they can go and break it. But when you put it and it's visible to thieves, of course they're going to get there and do what they have to do, or they know how best to do. So that's it. Okay, another thing I'd like to tell you is that if you're in the streets of Douala, especially when you go like in the market or beside the market spaces, if you know you have to walk around there, I'd advise you, if you have some money on you, to put it like in your surf, for example, in your underwears, find a way to put on shore and put them inside. Then you can just put this cover on top. You know why? If you hold a handbag, these guys are so smart. They'll do like it's tight, inside here, and someone will just be pressing all over you, and before you know it, you cannot find any item again. You don't find any item. What have they done? they've taken a blade, a very sharp blade, they pass it under your back, and your back is torn. Now you are there with your hand back, meanwhile everything is down, and they pick it and go away. Before you know it, they are gone. You will not even see anybody, because now they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They act like a crowd, and then they'll come all over you. You're gonna think, so you don't even know when they take it, who of them took it. You just realize that your things are not there, and you want to see your back is torn. So you have to be very careful about the streets of Douala. Another thing I'd like to advise you, please, Yaoundé Douala, if you come there, I'd advise you, when you want to buy something from a hawker who doesn't have a particular shade, tell the person not to tie this item. For example, if I go to buy this pen, give me the pen. Don't bother to tie it for me in black nylon or whatever. I'll take it like that, I'm going to pay you. You know why? These guys take items. They can take an item for, let's say, this pen that costs 2,000 francs. They can come and sell it to you. Give me for 1,000. You know, I just need to go. Now you think you're lucky, you've met this at a cheaper price or whatnot. Now you say, okay, give me 1,000 francs. When you give them the 1,000 francs, now they'll tell you, okay, they have to tie it. Now when they want to tie it, they're going to back you. Like they'll not tie it, you know, in front of you. Or they could even tie it in front of you. And the moment they tie it, they're going to back you. The moment they back you, they give to their friend who has another tight nylon. I don't know, you could buy dresses, for example. They say, okay, that's great, you know, they take it off. They put it inside the nylon, they tie it, and by the time they turn, they give it to another person, who is one of them. The person that will give you another nylon. To you, they have tied this pen. Meanwhile, they have exchanged the plastic. When you go home, you want to open your pen, your new pen, you begin to see one rubbish that I've tied to you. That pen, or it's dressed, I've carried some material tissues, old, useless, foam or whatever, they've just put there and tied. Meanwhile, you just took and put in your bag thinking you've got that dress. So be very careful as you buy from who you go there to ask that you sold this to me. The person will tell you, you know what? It's not that I just came here. I've not been here since morning. As you are seeing me from the hospital, I've never seen this face since morning. So it's even stupid to go back there. So that is how life is in the big towns. When you apply these techniques, please, if you're going, if you know you're late, you see a taxi. I'm going back to talk about taxis. These are important points about taxis that I omitted, but I think I have to talk about them because they're important. If you want to board a taxi and you see that the taxi is almost loaded, almost full, it's not really advisable. I think it's good to get a taxi where, like, let's say all of you are standing, everybody's standing waiting for a taxi, and you come like, Saint Place, Marché des Deux. At that point, the 5 of you who were all looking for taxis, you get there, at least are familiar people. But when you meet a taxi that people are already full there, you don't even know who the people are. So it's more risky for you. Or let's say it's riskier for you. I'd rather you take a taxi where all of you were there, all struggling to get that taxi. Okay, so I think the last thing I'm going to tell you is that when you're in a town like Douala, Yaoundé, always make sure you have pocket, let's say your taxi money. You don't hold all your taxi money in this purse, because when they seize that purse, you are finished. Make a way to put some here, some here, some here, some here, some here, so that at that point in time, even if they take anyone here, this one is going to take you to. So always make sure you put different, like 4 different places where you have taxi money, so that when you steal it, you're not going to be stranded. So thank you very much for watching. You can give your own experiences of what you've had on the streets of Douala and Yaoundé, and make sure you comment. I'm waiting for your interesting comment in the comment section. Please teach us. We don't know. Maybe you've been somehow, this other person has been having their own different experiences. So thank you so very much for watching, and keep watching Inside Life with Wase Forbes. Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend. Bye.